Hello, my treasures. It's time to show the might of the Scourge with Weapon DK. You could say I've been hungering for a deck list to use Frostmourne in, but until Audiopocalypse, there wasn't really enough survivability for a deck like this to fully function. The fact that we now have Hollowed Hound as an additional survivability tool, a purple style of DK deck, is perfect for Frostmourne, and I can't wait to showcase this deck off to you all. Now for the Mulligan guide of the deck, there are a few things to watch out for. Air Guitarist is only good to keep in your open hand if you have some type of weapon that isn't named Frostmourne. Early game removal tools such as Heartstrike or Froststrike are always good to keep in your starting hand. And finally, any type of draw power cards, especially Rune Forging, are really decent too. With that being said, let's look at some game. Okay, time for a game against Warrior. Let's see what they have in store for us. Let's get rid of our weapon in the Nerubian, keeping Froststrike because we don't really need either of them. Might is actually probably the worst weapon in the entire deck. Depends on what we're actually facing. Getting Air Guitarist as a replacement, though, is not fun. Let's just use our hero power and go face. Let's just get rid of that. Let's see what we can randomly generate. The funny thing is, I think Acolyte is probably the best option. It isn't going to be that good right now. Oh, Arcanine Reaper is really nice to have with Air Guitarist. You'd be shocked of how big you can get your guys because of it. There's going to be Slam. Ping that, then pass the turn back. I know we could have actually attacked into it, but that seems like a little bit of a waste. I usually try to save the charges on Arcanine Ripper as long as humanly possible, depending if we get Frostmourne early enough or not. Second Rune Forging is actually kind of decent. I don't think we'll go for it. I think we'll just draw a card. Death Strike's nice. We do need to start doing damage to them, though. Come on. Oh, Might. I actually almost considered cutting out Might for the Bone Chiller, I think it's called. The one-cost Frost weapon. But I ended up going with Might just because if your opponent has a bunch of big minions that aren't talent-based, then you can just like slam into their face with your minions and then with your weapon, which can actually win you the game. So they have two bigger minions. Oh, and we were still using Instrument Tech in this game. I definitely did cut out Instrument Tech, mainly because we have 5 weapons, and we don't really need 4 draw power cards for it. I ended up replacing, I think, them with... Oh, no, this version does have Heartstrike. We're getting Frostmourne here. I'm trying to remember. It was something that was an... Oh, Obliterate. Obliterate actually came up a lot more than needing 2 additional draws and 2 weapons. Here's the Drum Solace. I think we're going to just force this to go through, and then we can attack with it and then get the 7-5, or it's going to be a 5-5 with Taunt, which isn't bad. I know a 4-4 isn't really the best thing here, but at the same time, I don't think they'll be able to get rid of it easily. I mean, if you're going to keep putting down 5 HP taunts, I'm glad to take them. We're hungering for some defense here. All right, Primordialist Winter. We don't necessarily need it. I think we're just going to attack. And then we're probably going to put down the Acolyte just because it is 1 draw for free at the end of the turn. Then pass it back. We're not actually worried too much about HP here. I know Remoria might be a problem, but that's really the only way that they pass this. There's the Drum Solace. And Power Slider. Okay, well, okay. So we can attack into that, probably the best option, and then just use Death Strike. We get all 3 of them, and then we can see what we can grab. Oh, maybe not. Just go face and then put down the weapon. We're trying to heal up, I guess, and prevent them from actually hitting our own face. Oh, actually, no. The reason why we want for the weapon there is because we can draw 3 with Buzzkill next turn, and that is the weapon that we would prefer not to discard. There's Shield of Master. They randomly generated it. There's Hook Fist. I'm actually kind of curious where Warrior is going to go with this set. The Titan doesn't really tell us much, is the problem. Let's use Heart Strike. Then we can attack into that. Then attack into the... or 3. See what we can grab. Anything cool? Oh, anti-magic shell is actually pretty nice. I think we might go for... yeah, let's just go for it. And then let's see what we can grab here. Anything cool? Okay, Dark Transformation is removal, and we don't have to attack into the Hook Fist, and then we can just attack into their face. They're at 16. We're probably killing their buzz right about now. Basis and... okay, so how do we want to do this? I think Hollowed Hound, attacking into that, because that'll minimize the amount of damage that they're going to be able to heal for this turn. Attacking there, we're at 20 HP. Still missing one hit. I would have way much preferred to be able to just get the minion in instead. Then we would have been 1 off of lethal instead of 2. The funny thing, though, is if they don't have a life steal, we should win. Oh, no. They didn't get Wind Fury, which is nice. Okay, they're healing up by 6, and I think that is probably the end of the game. They just executed any chances of winning. Okay, time for a game against Warlock. Probably going to be a Thaddius step, because it always is. And that actually might be one of the worst matchups that we possibly could. Because, sure, we do have the 2 obliterates in this version. Oh, this opener doesn't look that bad. Old Hound might be something that we want to get rid of, but outside of that, we're actually not in the worst position. Rune Forging we don't technically need either, because we already have the weapon with air guitar. Frost Strike and... okay, Frost Strike is way better. Frostmourne, not so much. It is actually kind of funny that Frostmourne doesn't have a attached to it, which means it's very hard to get additional copies of it. Oh, they're just going to slam down Astlor. Okay. I mean, it is what it is. Let's just get rid of that. Don't really want it on the board. Going for Death Chiller. We can use the coin next turn to trigger it if we really need to. And then we can hero power and then hit whatever else. Yeah, Fiendish Circle. I mean, Okay, I think we're going to do exactly what I said we're going to do and hope this hits at least 2 of the targets. And it does. Good, good, good. We have 3 out of the 4 gone. Made our life a lot harder. Okay, we can get rid of the 1/1. We don't have enough freezes, so we're just going to attack with that and then use the air guitarist. It's another charge on our weapon, which isn't bad. Going to try to get it as big as possible. Please, game. Obliterate. Oh, there goes their chances. We can obliterate them straight out of this game. Oh, come on. Bye-bye, Thaddius, at least for a turn. Let's draw another card. What do we get? Hollowed Hound, actually not a bad top deck to slam down for turn 6. It also depends on what they slam down for turn 6 too, I guess. Okay, that actually isn't the worst case scenario there. We can still use one of the Hollowed Hounds and then attack with our weapon, because this should heal us 3 times, which will get us a big, big dude up to 21, and then go face. And what do we get at 8/8? That is so nice. Reanimator. That is not what I want to see. How do we want to do this next turn is the question. Also depends on what they get rid of. Oh, of course they have Drawcon. Because they couldn't just have one of the winning combo pieces, they had to have both of them, because that's just how it works, am I right? Alright, Frost Strike. Okay, Frost Strike, what does Frost Strike do for us? I think we attack into that, we heal up for 8, and then use Frost Strike to get rid of it. Horn of Winter lets us have 2 more mana. Dead Air would have been better. Dead Air would have been so much better. Then we could have got additional charges on the doggo. I think we're gonna hit that. Go there. Heal up to basically full. Then draw a card. We could have also... oh, air guitar is interesting. We don't need it right now. I think we will probably either Hollow Hound or Frostmourne next turn. Buzzkill also might be an option, and I hope Buzzkill doesn't kill my expectations of using. Oh, okay. As much as I would love to make sure we have Frostmourne in our hand, I think we might actually need to use Buzzkill here. I mean, it's a 66% odds of actually keeping Frostmourne, right? Right? Never mind. Okay, Heartstrike's. Oh, Obliterate and Heartstrike actually is a winning combo right there. We don't even have to deal with him. All right. I think we just go face. Hey, Crescendo, wiping out our board. I mean, that's not the worst possibility. As long as they don't have the second reanimator, we're fine. Because we are definitely out of resources here. Uh 9 Ripper. Okay, give me something cool. Frost Strike we can use. Frost Strike isn't the coolest thing, but it's still useful. We can wipe out everything, heal up again. And then I think we're probably going to get rid of the Imp Gang boss. I know it leaves 2 Imps up, but I'm not too worried about that. If we had 1 more mana, the Cultist would have been way, way better. Might as well put 1 additional durability on that. Actually, that is probably a mistake. We probably shouldn't have done that. We probably should have just used it on the Ripper when we put it down next turn. They have Astalor. They don't know... Okay, actually getting Astalor off of the board probably is better, because if they have Zola... Oh, yeah, might as well slam this down. Does Buzzkill always discard the one in the leftmost position of the hand? I actually haven't really paid attention to what it always discards or doesn't discard. I think we use Might just to freeze out Astalor. I think this is the only way we survive. And then we can freeze it out. Oh no, we can't because we discarded it. Never mind. Hey, Behemoth. Is Behemoth even a problem here? There's Heartstrike. We can use that. That draws 2. Might as well heal. Please don't get them an taunt. Perfect. And then we could BM, but let's just end it here. Okay, time for a game against Paladin. This opener doesn't look the worst. Obliterate is actually pretty nice if they get anything that's really, really buffed up. But we don't have really a turn 1 or 2 play, depending on what they actually play down. Yeah, just going to hero power. I'm curious of what they're actually playing. I'm assuming it's going to be big Paladin because they're not really playing anything down. It could just be pure, but pure doesn't really brick this much. At least I wouldn't say it does. The nice thing is we can just keep slamming their weapon or their minions with our weapons. Muster for battle. That definitely does make me feel like it's going to be big Paladin. Ooh, Frostmourne. Okay, Frostmourne, I don't actually know. Frostmourne could be really useful in this matchup, or it could be really disastrous, just because of the fact that we're going to have to eventually use it, and when we do, they're going to have a lot of divine shields, which means we're not always going to be able to steal whatever we do. Let's get rid of that. Just because we can. I'm not going to attack yet, just because I'd rather... We're going into turn 6, so we can get a Hauled Hound. Okay, this definitely has to be big Paladin, right? We could use Buzzkill, but I really don't want to use Buzzkill. We'll probably attack with this. This puts this up to a 4-4, which isn't the best, but it isn't the worst. It really depends how they play this. And the nice thing about this deck is the fact that it catches a lot of people off guard of what you're actually doing. So they don't know necessarily like what removal tools you have and what ones you don't have. Oh, that's actually a really nice top deck because we can delay slamming our weapon down. Well, the nice thing is we can attack into this. Probably should have used the air guitarist there, but this is fine too. We get a 5/5 and they're probably not going to be able to deal with it since they're not pure, so they're not running the 2-drop that makes something a 1/1. Then we can hero power, go face. We get to steal their Colossus minion, which is always nice. And then we can put down air guitarist, and next turn we can steal the other half. The nice thing here is we'll actually get 2 minions for the price of 1 attack. Though we may or may not actually want to use all the charges on Frostmourne in this game. It depends on how many big minions they put down, and if we need to instantly remove it. Right. So they don't have any other additional big minions, and we essentially don't have a real big reason. Oh, hey! It actually discarded a weapon that wasn't on the right hand or left hand most side of our hand. That's cool. So my luck has just been horrible with this deck, or with this card, I guess, the majority of games. Might of Menethil actually is pretty decent. Oh, out of all the cards they could have burned, that is one that we wanted to see because we actually, it depends. Oh, that's actually bad. That's actually bad. Huh. Okay, so we're going to minimize the amount of damage we can do to them. I think we go face with at least 3 of our minions. Also, probably should have done that in the reverse order. Oh, never mind. We only have 3 minions in Frostmourne, so we can actually use this really, really simply. Freeze them out, summon these up. I don't know if we're going to attack or not. I think I ended up attacking, but I probably oh, I ended up... What did I end up doing here? I think we used Remorseless Winter just to get one of them off of the board, and then we just passed the turn. Oh, maybe not. We really shouldn't have done this. Like, this is a huge misplay. Oh, might as well put Patchwork at the top of the deck and draw into him. Okay, so this is the reason why we probably shouldn't have attacked before. Let's do some damage there. I think we still have lethal, though. I know we're going to take some damage for drawing some additional cards, but the Leviathan should live. Yes, 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 it does. So then we can BM them a little bit. I was hoping for something that we could have actually used. Oh, it is what it is. There we go. Okay, now that we're through the games, let's discuss my final thoughts of the deck. This deck actually shocked me how consistent this was. I had a 60% win rate across the 40 games I played with the deck. I had so much fun that I just kept on playing it and kept on playing it. It's the deck that I've been using to ladder climb this a month, and is an easy deck for me to recommend to you all trying out. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.